sophomore, number 1, Cameron Moshe. A junior, number 5, Allie Shu. A junior, number 9, Izzy Steele. A junior, number 10, Tori Whitmer. A junior, number 12, Kylie Phillips. A freshman, number 14, Olivia Berlinden. A senior, number 15, Maya Flake. A sophomore, number 17, Franny Rostone. A freshman, number 18, Lauren Turner. A sophomore, number 24, Madeline Orell. A sophomore, number 26, Ari May.
I got you.
A sophomore, 28, Tess Dowdy. And your end is our head coach, Lauren Scott. And now for your William Peace Pacers. A sophomore midfielder from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 1, Samantha Autry. A sophomore defender from Fayetteville, North Carolina, number 4, Caitlin Johnson. A senior midfielder from Stafford, Virginia, number 6, Brittany Wortman. A freshman attack from Apex, North Carolina, number 7, Evelyn Johnson. A freshman attack from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 8, Sarah Gonzalez. A junior defender from Cary, North Carolina, number 10, Laura Langer. A freshman attack from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 11, Tavia Surratt. A senior defender from Kill Devils, North Carolina, number 16, Ashby King. A freshman defender from Cary, North Carolina, number 17, Mary Langer. A junior midfielder from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 18, Madison Bradley. A sophomore midfielder from Dry Fork, Virginia, number 20, Kesley Hilton. And in net, a freshman from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 00, Ariel Brandon. Pacers head coach is Tim Kresge. Now at this time, we'd like to ask everyone to please rise, remove your caps, and face the flag as we honor the country with the playing of our national anthem.
We're live from Wake Med Soccer Park here in Cary, North Carolina on this Wednesday evening. Rain has cleared out. It was all around the area last couple days, but it's cleared out now in a perfect setting for some women's lacrosse as it's 1-2. William Peace, the Pacers, and the Avenging Angels of Meredith. Meredith at 1-1 as, again, still early on the opening stages of the 2022 season, and we are off and away right at 7 o'clock here from just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. Corey Hodges and company here with you on Big Sports TV to get this new adventure started. And for these two teams starting their 2022 adventure and trying to do so with a victory. Both sides want that. And again, coming in with a win apiece. Most recently, William Peace with a 17-3 win at Hollins up in Roanoke, Virginia, trying to curtail some of the offense possibly for Meredith tonight and keep their offense churning. The opening face, one for the Avenging Angels, and an early save for William Peace. So that's how this one will begin as Ariel Brandon records the first save of the night, but Meredith able to get it back. Again, we spoke to both head coaches, as we normally do, and got some good notes from them. And there's an opening goal scored tonight for Meredith to get them on the board 1-0, and that's Kylie Phillips, who gets the goal for the Avenging Angels. So 1-0 Meredith early on, getting it just past Brandon, just a minute in. So Phillips gets a goal on her second shot of the game. Phillips, the Greensboro, Maryland native, racking up her fourth goal of 2022. So Meredith on the board, courtesy of Phillips. Closer look there at Kylie, standing shoulder to shoulder with Laura Langer. Meredith team under the leadership of their head coach, and that's Lauren Scott. And Scott yesterday talking about her Meredith team that leads William Peace here early on, 1-0. High expectations for Meredith. Very young team, but the work ethic is there. Had that tough loss most recently to Mary Washington in what was a 16-6 loss, but again, starting out on the good side here tonight. Free shot now, our first free shot of the night. And that one is there for the goal, second of the night for Meredith. And again, it is Phillips who gets the free shot. So 2 straight goals for Kylie, and both times getting it past Brandon. So again, free shot time comes through. Instead, they'll change this now. They'll go ahead and give that to LeClaire to make it 2-0 Meredith. Free shots will be something to watch here tonight as well. And again, tough loss to Mary Washington most recently, but being able to bounce back here early on and leading 2-0. Long preseason. Most teams have already played 4 or 5 matches so far. Hasn't been the same for Meredith. Just 2 total matches so far on the season, and looking to get some momentum built up here tonight. Olivia Verlinden with that last goal for Meredith. So Verlinden has a goal, Phillips has a goal, and so far keeping William Peace off the board here to start for a William Peace team that, again, most recently racking up 17 total goals in what was a terrific performance for head coach Tim Prisky's team. Coach going on almost 10+ years now of head coaching experience. A good matchup, not just on the teams on the turf tonight, but also on the sidelines with their respective coaches. And again, you look at Meredith, of course, and you already see these goals being scored, one from Phillips, one for Linden, and their numbers coming into the night with goals from Dowdy and Turner with 6 apiece. And so far, Dowdy and Turner kind of falling in behind Phillips and Verlinden. For Phillips, scoring her 4th goal of the season, and Verlinden her 3rd, and Meredith will just keep the offense going as another one scored for the Avenging Angels as they quickly lead this one 3-0. They'll go through the obligatory stick check and make sure that Verlinden's stick is good. It is. That's her second goal of the night, and it's 3-0 early. Meredith on the goal by Verlinden. Verlinden, one of the players that wasn't mentioned yesterday when we were talking to head coach Lauren Scott, not because she was left out, but just because you kind of expected her to stay as steady as she's been so far to start the season. And again, this Meredith team really falls in behind Maya Flake, who's referred to as Meredith's quarterback in a way. And so I'm sure we'll see Flake as we go. The draw control at midfield. Finally, William Peace able to get some momentum. The first draw control win of the night for the Pacers. And get to send it the other way as we now work from right to left. And of course, we've mentioned some of the different goal scoring up and down the order for Meredith. It's pretty simple for William Peace. They want to go to Madison Bradley early and often. Early save for Meredith at goal, and that's Madeline Horrell. So Horrell steers it away, and here comes Meredith again. The Avenging Angels up 3-0 early on here over William Peace. 2 from Verlinden, 1 from Phillips. And now Brandon, again ready at goal for the Pacers. Of course, again, for those just joining us tonight, maybe your first lacrosse broadcast of the season as the Pacers take back over, some rules changes. Of course, college lacrosse and other levels has been going on now for a week or two, and again, some rules to keep you abreast of, especially not major rules, but rules in terms of not having to battle a whole 90-second clock. You'll see a difference tonight as well in terms of draw controls, face-offs at midfield. Instead of going through and redoing a draw control or a face-off, they'll go ahead and give possession of the ball after the initial control. So instead of having to go back through the usual stick checks and resetting both players at midfield, instead they'll go ahead and just award possession to the team that had the most convincing control of the rock at midfield. So that's a change, and again, a lot of this really there to speed up time. Time for Brandon to try to get some defense going, but Meredith again able to get it past Brandon, and there's a goal for the Avenging Angels, and it's Maya Flake. Just mentioned Flake a couple moments ago, and Flake able to get on the board here tonight for Meredith, 4th on this Wednesday evening. Flake, the one that Meredith really relies upon to control the offense, and she gets one here early on. In the words of, again, their head coach Lauren Scott, most experienced player. And they've said this season, even though Flake just scored, of course, it's hard when you're an offensive player, the ball's getting turned over so much, and that's been an issue early on this season for Meredith, turnovers. But Flake and Meredith able to keep control of it here pretty early on. They lead 4-0 over William Peace. Our first pause of the night is here on Big Sports TV. We'll come back. Goals tonight for Meredith as we rejoin you after our first pause here on this Wednesday evening, and from Kylie Phillips, 2 already for Olivia Verlinden, and a goal from Maya Flake. And I know we mentioned before the break some of the goals adding up as you get a closer look at the Avenging Angels huddle, and again right in the middle of it, head coach Lauren Scott. But again, Flake getting a goal, and that was something we were watching tonight early on to see if she could get her 4th of 2022. She has done so, and Phillips getting goals as well. 1 for her, 2 for Verlinden. So again, the tallies on the season, 4 goals now for Olivia Verlinden. Phillips has 4 on the season. But again, and we flip back on the other side and go back to the other huddle. You see it there, and of course right in the middle of it, and head coach Tim Prisky there for William Peace, and again down here early, 4-0 after the first timeout of the evening, just 10 minutes in. And for Prisky, he said earlier today, we've gotten better every single match. You know, so many girls this season, young ladies, women, it's their first time really playing lacrosse at the collegiate level. And they've had some scheduling conflicts, had some obstacles, but the only time everyone is together for this William Peace team so far this season has been on game day. So they're trying to take advantage of situations just like this tonight. But overall, Prisky's been pretty pleased with the offense, but they want to get sharper defensively, and we can see that borne out here early on as Ariel Brandon has been under attack early on here for William Peace. As Brandon has a save, but has given up 4 goals. And again, another critical draw control win for Meredith. That time, though, Brandon, a last-ditch effort for William Peace to get a goal. Ariana May with the goal, and that was a kind of a last-second effort right there as it found its way towards the top past Brandon. And again, now 5-0 Meredith as May kept the play alive. After initially slowed down a bit, they went from the X, did the Avenging Angels, and rounded it back towards the front of the goal and got it past Brandon for another. So early on, 5-0 Meredith over William Peace, and that's a critical part of the offense there. Teams like to go and operate at the X. In other words, the position behind the goal. They'll start from the X and then they'll bring it out in front. And why do they do that? Well, we saw it there, because you can get your offense, instead of being a straight ahead attack, you can go from behind the goal and then operate, bring your attackers and your middies, your midfielders in to try to make a little bit of a wrinkle there. Good footwork around the crease. That area surrounding the goal on the outer edges is pretty important as well. So 5-0 early here, Meredith over William Peace. See if the Pacers can get a little bit of momentum going here. After all, this is technically their home field here in 2022, as it has been for the last couple seasons. And even Tim Prisky from William Peace has already been looking at this field, saying they've been really great to us here at Wake Med. And so far, though, Meredith a little bit more comfortable here to start against William Peace. They lead 5-0, 10:40 to go in the opening quarter, and that's another one of those rules changes as well. No longer halves, but quarters, 4 15-minute quarters. And talking earlier about trying to speed up pace of play, well, it's not necessarily why they instituted the quarter rule. That was not to quicken play, that was to give an extra break or 3 for each side, not counting the intermission clock. Another free shot try now for Meredith. Free shot will be attempted by Tori Whitmer. Whitmer and Brandon. Whitmer gives it away. Brandon there, able to put the stick down and bounce it away. Good effort again for Ariana May to try to get a goal. Went from Whitmer to May, but Meredith keeps control. Brandon and William Peace's defense has to continue along. Skidding and sliding with Spradley. And we'll have another free shot try now for Meredith. We're now under 10 minutes to go, opening quarter. This time, free shot will be taken by Mackenzie Bianchi. And Bianchi able to get it by for goal number 6 of the night for Meredith. So Bianchi gets in. Will they change that to May? I have to wait for the stats to adjust in a second. Looked like Bianchi to me. Could have been May. I think probably it was May. Oh, wait, that one's taken away. Yeah, they'll give it to May. Okay, so it's confirmed. Ariana May with the goal. So now 2 for Verlinden, 2 for May, a goal apiece for Flake and Phillips. And it's all Meredith here early on. Big thing, too, for Ariana May has been the fact that she's had 15 draw controls in 2 games so far this season for the Avenging Angels. And again, winning draw control, so critical. Who can win it here at midfield? Seemed to really spur the offense here to start for Meredith. Again, another situation there. You just saw it illustrated perfectly. You're not going to go back and do a stick check again. Meredith looked like they pretty convincingly won that draw control and now trying to take a draw control into quick offense, but just slides past. And that time for sure, Ariana May on the attack. So May has 2 goals tonight to drive her 2022 total to 5 on the season. Here's May again. Gets it away to a teammate. Goal for Meredith. They'll give another one. And this is Tori Whitmer. Whitmer makes it 7-0. Meredith here early on. Good assist that time. The dime from Ariana May to get it over to her teammate Whitmer. And now it's been 5 different Avenging Angels to score tonight. Another thing is, again, we've seen the bevy of goal scoring, of course, so far. But for Meredith, they have a little bit of a decision to make. Now, ironically enough, I guess ironic's the right word for it, but they haven't had an issue with so far tonight, of course, with their goalkeepers, because they so far have not really had anything against them from William Peace, as opposed to the 7 given up here early on for Ariel Brandon. And she has time. William Peace has time to turn this around as we go, and maybe this can do it right here. A draw control win at the circle X in midfield. That's the other thing as well. There are technically 2 X's on the field. One right there at midfield, and of course behind each goal. That's the common joke apparently between lacrosse coaches, is that when you do say and tell your players to go to the X, sometimes the players have to know which X you're referring to. And it could make a difference. They're a little bit separated from being behind a goal as opposed to being at midfield. Here's an opportunity, first of the night, possibly for the opening goal on this Wednesday evening, but it's lost out of the net of Langer. And Meredith brings it back. But we mentioned, though, the kind of battle between the 2 goalies this season, and that'll be something to watch, of course. Mackenzie Horrell starting the night for Meredith. Strengths from both goalies, not just Horrell, but you'll see, of course, Madeline Horrell and Mackenzie Bianchi working there, and now it's up to Brandon to again try to withstand it. She'll kind of rely on her William Peace teammates here to spur it back out front and force Meredith into a longer attack. Dowdy had it, gives it up. There's May there as well. Can't lose number 26 tonight. That one just scoots by, still alive. Brandon there. Little close confines work that time, and down to the turf. Teammates will come over and help her out. That's Phillips and Dowdy to give a hand. Now back up is Olivia Verlinden, who has scored a goal tonight. Verlinden hops to her feet quickly. One thing we have not seen tonight is something that was brought up by head coach Lauren Scott at Meredith, the fact that so far this evening they have not been scored on, of course, at all by William Peace, and that is obviously likely to change as we go with the Pacers, again, playing here at their adopted home, but it hasn't really been an issue so far this season for Meredith getting scored on from point-blank range. It's been a wider attack. The goals have come from there. Well, with everything going on, Olivia Verlinden able to add another goal to make it 8-0 Meredith on the free shot. So Verlinden now has 3 on the night. The regular hat trick, not the natural hat trick, as those 3 goals were not scored in succession. But a hat trick nonetheless, and we still have just a little under 8 minutes left opening quarter, and Meredith possibly on their way to a record pace tonight. Again, can William Peace win a draw control? That would really help their favor. And Meredith will have it. Just team stats tonight. If nothing else. What we've already seen with 4 turnovers from William Peace. And there's another goal for the Avenging Angels, and this one will go to Meredith's Ava Spradley. We'll wait for the confirmation, but yes, it is. It's Spradley who has the goal, the 9th of the night for Meredith. Rapid fire attack from the midfield line, and the draw control victory led to a goal victory on the other side for Spradley. It's now 6 different Meredith players to score a goal tonight. 2 with double figures, May and Verlinden. Meredith team that can score. 20 goals put up at Virginia Wesleyan to start the season back on March the 2nd, and then even in the loss to Mary Washington, put up 6 and held Mary Washington to 16 goals. Meredith team that, of course, had such a terrific championship winning year in the USA South. That's why they came in, picked number 1 in the USA South poll, and showing the big reason why right here, right now, tonight against William Peace. The Pacers will get the whistle to fall in their favor this time, and they'll take over and bring the attack the other way. Again, that USA South poll kind of tells you everything you need to know in terms of who was, who had the hot look to start the season. And certainly, they always talk about target on the back, whatever you want to call it, but Meredith certainly has all the attention in the USA South. That one just a little high over Brandon on the effort from Whitmer. Be saved by Phillips. And haven't had a chance tonight so far to see the likes of Madison, Bradley, and others on the other side for William Peace, as Meredith has just controlled this match for almost exclusively so far here in the first quarter. Try that time by Turner is turned away by Brandon, and William Peace will have it. And Brandon looks, finds a teammate, and the Pacers will come the other way against some pretty well set Meredith defense. Clock running now with 6:15 and counting in the first quarter. So for Meredith, scary thing is the scoring can come on any given day from any number of different players, and that's the biggest thing we've seen tonight. It's just the parity and different players able to score a goal. Brandon has been under attack tonight and trying to get back to where she needs to be defensively. Brandon has plenty of time to do that, and she's shown some good flashes so far this season. Brandon entering with 32 total saves on the 2022 season, and she's got the goalkeeping spot to herself. I know Meredith has that little bit of a battle going on between their 2 goalkeepers. But for William Peace, it's all Ariel Brandon. She'll see plenty of work tonight and has seen it so far. 5:40 remaining in the opening quarter. It'll be time now for another free shot, with Meredith looking for goal number 10 on the free shot try. Can Brandon steer it away? On the free shot effort, she can. Dumped right into her net on the free shot attempt by Whitmer. And Ariel Brandon trying to key the break now for William Peace. So Brandon, a save, her 3rd. No save so far for Madeline Coral on the other side, but of course William Peace has not had an opportunity to score yet, but there is goal number 10 of the night for Meredith, and it's Cameron Mouchette. Mouchette gets the goal, and it's 10-0 Meredith, as she becomes the 7th different Avenging Angel to score tonight. On the drive that time as well, Mouchette with a head of steam on that goal-scoring effort. For Machette, a goal on her first shot on goal of the night. Already 2 ground balls in her pocket as well. A 10-2 advantage there in ground balls. And what does that mean? Well, it means Meredith's been able to attack more and get to the loose ball and scoop it up. That's a ground ball. You have to be clear. You have to make a clear, concise move to take control of it. And that gets you your ground ball. So that's been Meredith's advantage so far here to start, and a 17-1 advantage in shots for Meredith against William Peace. This is kind of where everything's going to lie here tonight. It seemed like that early on. Who can win draw control at midfield? And just Meredith will not let up. Now into a rolling clock scenario here. So these next 4:20 in the opening quarter could go by rather quickly. Good effort that time by Brandon to put the stick up high and ricochet it away.
Let's go, Pacers!
Of course, the clock will stop, of course, on a whistle. Meredith with this 10-0 start. Look there at Spradley for Meredith, who has a goal tonight. See the breath out there as well, and illuminated some of these great shots for our Big Sports TV team here this evening. And again, temperatures dipping down into the low 50s, high 40s tonight, as it's gotten much colder than it was on Monday here in the just on the outer reaches of North Carolina's capital city. Flake away to Spradley. A little bit too high that time for Verlinden from the X. Meredith recycles, keeps it going, and dunked into the net by Verlinden. Stays alive. Verlinden sending it right to the net of Ariel Brandon. And Brandon gets a save, her 4th. Stays here with Meredith as they roll under 3.5 to go, but now William Peace able to take control. About the 3rd time tonight that the Pacers will try to cross that midfield line. Far side attack was rolling there for Caitlin Johnson, but Johnson shook her head there at the end as well, losing control of it. And again, that's another big factor tonight, those unforced turnovers. Johnson was pretty much all by herself that time, lost control of the rock. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. A lot of the goals here early on for Meredith. Of course, we say early on, almost at the end of the first period, but so many of them have been scored at the doorstep. So close to the goal so far, as Brandon has been under somewhat consistent duress. Switching angles of attack that time was Lauren Turner, who has a turnover but has caused 2 on her own. Free shot time, and it will be Lauren Turner now to take it. Looking for goal number 11 tonight for Meredith. Turner on the move, and just by Brandon and William Peace there to deny the free shot try. But Meredith recovers again and gets a goal. So able to recycle it and have another shot on that second chance opportunity, and that looks to be Maya Flake who gets the goal to make it 11-0 Meredith. Another extra second chance opportunity to score, and Meredith did not waste time in taking care of that. Flake has her 2nd, the 3rd double-figure goal scorer tonight for the Avenging Angels, as Flake, again, the quarterback of this, leads everything. So much reliance on her to control the offense, and that time on the second effort, 11-0 now Meredith. It's a team as well that really relies on all their attackers to get the job done, and that has been the case here so far tonight as we just go to about a minute left opening quarter. Gonzalez will face with Dowdy, and Meredith wins it courtesy of Jessica Dowdy. driving effort denied on the attack by Verlinden. Ariel Brandon, can she clear it here? And again, she's been pestered tonight at the X when she's been able to make a save. She's had a bundle here early on, 5 and counting now, but when she's had them, sometimes Brandon's been steered out to the X behind the goal, and that's made it tough on her. Again, another close confines opportunity that time, and it was Lauren Turner who almost got her first goal of the night right in front of Brandon. But Brandon there and William Peace to deny as we reach the end of the first, and the first 15 minutes in the book. 11-0 Meredith over William Peace. Quarter number 2 on the other side next here on Big Sports TV.
Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was rated as the #1 auto insurer and the only A+ rated company in the nation per Crash Network's 2020 Insurer Report Card. When you have a claim, be sure to have A+ auto insurance from Farm Bureau. Helping you is what we do best.
Getting set now for quarter number 2 as we're back from Wake Med Soccer Park here in Cary, North Carolina. Corey Hodges, Jay Bell and company here with you, starting a brand new adventure journey here as William Peace and Meredith linking up. You see a closer look a second ago there at head coach Tim Prisky inside of the huddle for William Peace, and of course head coach Lauren Scott and the happy Avenging Angels. There's Prisky in the middle. You kind of wonder right now what he's telling Meredith in telling his team. William Peace, of course, facing Meredith tonight with the Avenging Angels up 11-0. Of course, as we mentioned, we spoke with head coach Tim Prisky earlier today. Really hospitable, if you will, with his time. And that's one thing that he did tell us earlier today, was that he's been pleased with the offense, but wants to get sharper defensively. And again, his team better, again, on the defensive side. And the biggest thing that he looks for is some of his players in particular, with Wortman and one of the ones that gets the girls in the weight room, gets them opportunities to try to get a little bit stronger, get a little bit faster, a little bit better. And William Peace down here early, 11-0. Again, against a Meredith team picked to finish first in the USA South as we get set for the next 15. In cool conditions here tonight in Cary, 50 degrees. So again, back to the ultimate. See who can win the draw control. Draw control 1 is the only thing that really will change here as we begin the second quarter. Flipping directions on the attack from Meredith as we'll go now from right to left. On the run is Turner, and Turner dunks it in for her first goal of the night. That's Lauren Turner's first. It's now 8 different Avenging Angels who have scored. Gets it, stick check complete.
Goal scored by number 18, Lauren Turner.
So Turner has one. For the Durham, North Carolina native, right here local, the freshman. So Turner has it, and we go back now to midfield in the all-important draw control. Again, you see right there in the foreground a look at one of the hottest players in the country. And unfortunately, so far for Meredith, we have not been able, unfortunately for William Peace, due to Meredith's outstanding play, we haven't had a chance to mention, but Madison Bradley, you saw there, number 18. Here's another quick goal-scoring chance, and there's another for Meredith as they just continue to add to their total, and that's Ariana May who gets another goal for May, her third goal of the night, as it's now 13-0 Meredith. She joins Olivia Verlinden with 3 goals apiece tonight. May has 3, Verlinden has 3, and it's 13-0 Avenging Angels, just keeping William Peace completely silent so far. They've only had 1 shot registered, and that's Mary Langer. They've had 2 ground balls, but the turnovers have hurt the Pacers so far. 7 total turnovers. They've had 2 caused turnovers. For Meredith, they've kept it fairly light. They have 5 total turnovers, but of course causing turnovers, multiple players with 2 or more caused turnovers. 13-0 Meredith after the 3rd goal for May. And again, another draw control win, and quickly back down on the other side. Meredith will work from the X and now bring it back out here with Verlinden. Has it, looking for a teammate to give it up to. Verlinden rocking 3 goals here tonight. Gives it to May. May surrenders it again from the X. You'll work from behind the goal. You'll step back as far as you need to without going out of bounds and try to initiate the offense. And there's a close goal scoring opportunity that is shoveled in right past Brandon, and that's Tori Whitmer, who again utilizing the attack from behind the goal, and Whitmer swings it past Brandon. It's now 14-0 Meredith. So Whitmer has her 2nd goal of the night. And Meredith trying to set a rapid pace, trying to match and at least get close to 20-plus goals after already registering that once this season in that 20-9 win at Virginia Wesleyan. A team that can score, high-powered, scoring offensive team. And showing it off here early on, 11:30 and counting in the 2nd. Closer look that time at Whitmer on her way back. Again, another face at midfield. Would change the fortune a little bit here for William Peace if they were able to win face-offs a little bit more consistently. Could spur the offense, especially too, because constantly Madison Bradley is in there to try to get to it. Not a FOGO player, not a face-off get-off player as Bradley. She's the biggest part of the offense, and she'll be right there though at the center X and looking to make a difference, but Bradley never gets off the field. She's going to play just about every minute here tonight, but unfortunately so far for William Peace, they just haven't been able to give her an opportunity to show off some of the skills and have her as one of the better goal scorers in the nation, because Meredith just continues to score. Mackenzie Bianchi with the goal. Check that. They're going to give that to Ariana May. That was May who scored that time. There she is. So May gets it. It's now 4 goals tonight for May. She becomes the new leading goal scorer for Meredith, surpassing Verlinden's 3. So 4 for Ariana May. That due to her stat line on the season. We mentioned it earlier for May. Now 7 total, 2,022 goals. Again, another stick check at midfield, and once again going back to some of those rules changes. You know, you don't have to worry about going and checking the sticks again right afterwards. You just go ahead and do the draw control and go. Here comes Meredith. 15 goals ahead and looking for more. How many different Avenging Angels will have a chance to score here tonight? You've seen the bundle. Eight different Meredith players have scored a goal tonight. There's one, not a new player that time. That's Olivia Verlinden, who has her 4th goal of the night, and it's 16-0 Meredith as Verlinden joins May with 4 goals apiece. And these are coming pretty rapidly now. Early on, it was a little bit more of an effort for Meredith to get past William Peace. But so far here to start, it's been William Peace, to start the second quarter at least, under pretty much constant attack, and Meredith just on a rapid pace. 16 in the bag and 4 away from matching their top mark of the season of 20. And we'll have a timeout with clock continuing to roll here with now 8 minutes remaining in the second, and Meredith 16 goals already here tonight. So you see a closer look there at head coach Tim Prisky inside the huddle for William Peace, and gives us another opportunity to go back and mention some of the discussion that we had with him earlier today. And again, never an enviable position right here to be down 16 goals, but for Prisky, he's got some players on his team, some players that he's confident about. But the biggest thing about this team is of course looking at Meredith, last, against first in the USA South. Speaking of William Peace and Meredith respectively, you just saw the last place team picked in the USA South, William Peace, and then there's the team picked to repeat their championship from last season in the USA South, the Avenging Angels. But Prisky kind of knew what was in store tonight, talking about Meredith earlier today to us. Very athletic, he called them, established. Everyone can go right or left-handed and do that ambidextrous style of play. One or two shorter players, but otherwise everyone pretty tall out there. They can see over their defenders well. They've got reach, lanky, whole package are the Meredith Avenging Angels, and up 16-0. And so Prisky and company knew about this, and but of course it's spring break right now for William Peace, and before our interview earlier today, Prisky had to delay the interview by about 15 or so minutes. He was fixing breakfast for the team. So again, it was a different kind of day before it got to this kind of night here to start for William Peace, but they can start to find some direction here with maybe a couple of draw control wins, can the Pacers. But that's been the story here to start as we go through the second quarter, as well as the dominance of Meredith at that center circle. And although you almost feel like in a way that Prisky could kind of almost think in a way and almost predict that this is how this match would start. And so he was already looking at maybe the bigger picture when we were talking earlier today, this morning. He wanted his team to get better at the full field game, be good teammates. And of course, it has to be a little bit of a letdown here early on for the Pacers, coming in following that 17-3 win in Hollins this past Saturday up in Roanoke, Virginia, to come here against, again, the team picked to finish first in the USA South and to be down 16-0. Giving up almost as many goals as they scored in the entirety last game. But now finally something positive here for the Pacers as they get a takeaway, and it's controlled by Brittany Wortman. Wortman got the turnover, but then Meredith summarily getting it back in a hurry. But a little glimmer of something that time from Wortman trying to key the offense a bit. Here's Spradley. Nowhere to go, so Spradley will back it out. Gets it over to Ariana May, who has 4 goals on the night. She and Verlinden with 4 apiece. May didn't like it there, kind of cut past her defender, and that was Surratt. A little bit of a longer churn of offense this time for Meredith. Credit William Peace making the Avenging Angels work a little bit, try to work those angles a little bit more. Now on the slide, May gives it up. Possible scoring opportunity, nothing there. Get it away now to Dowdy, and Dowdy to the turf, and a whistle. Second physical play of the night, really. We had one back in the first as well. That time, Dowdy down, and we'll have a free shot opportunity now for Jessica Dowdy, who has yet to score tonight. Dowdy will key it in, gets it away, sliding it in for a goal, and that's Kylie Phillips with her second of the night. Phillips on the feed from May. May gets the assist, her second of the night. 17-0 Meredith. That time, teammates linking up. for a Meredith team that already has 4 assists tonight from Maya Flake. And Dowdy that time kind of keying the offense. Dowdy gets an assist. And the goal, of course, going to Phillips, her second tonight. Still 8 different goal scorers tonight. No one new has joined the goal scoring party so far, but still 8 tonight with at least 1 goal. It's a Meredith team as well, and head coach Lauren Scott likes just about every midfielder. The entire midfield is really strong. You can see that right out there in front. And again, the dominance at midfield continues for the Avenging Angels with yet another draw control victory. Turner backs it out as we go 5 minutes and counting remaining here in the second. To May. Backs it. May rolls. Looking to get past one of the top goal scorers in the country so far this season, and that's Madison Bradley. Named William Peace able to turn away Meredith for the moment, but now trying to get in a position here to clear it. They'll have to do this behind the goal, but Meredith there to run it down and recapture it, and that's Ariana May, who almost took a hit upstairs. It'll be a yellow card issued on the hit to May. Not intentional, of course, just kind of close confines as Ariana May was running after that loose ground ball, looking to bring it back for the Avenging Angels with just a couple seconds gone by on that shot clock, and now we'll set up now for another shot here for Meredith. We'll start this now with May from the side. May gives it up, and a goal, shot on goal that just flies by from Kylie Phillips. So William Peace caught a break. Just 10 seconds gone on the 90-second clock, and Meredith will reset. Now to Phillips. Phillips on the run, and that one bounced its way back in. Give another goal to Kylie Phillips, who has her 3rd of the night and 18 on the board for Meredith. Utilizing some of the piping that time was Phillips, who got it to clang around and in. So Meredith with 18 goals on the night. There's Kylie Phillips, just scoring her 3rd of the evening. And for Phillips, who had 2 goals against Virginia Wesleyan, 1 most recently against Mary Washington, and she has she's done better than that tonight with 3. She's in fact equaled in not even 1 whole first half, exactly what she had done combined in the first 2 matches of the season. Figured to be a lot of those stories here tonight if Meredith keeps the pace going right now, on pace for almost 40 goals tonight if this current stretch continues. Draw control victory again. That time it's Lauren Turner. It's all started with the draw control tonight for Meredith. And again, look how quickly the Avenging Angels are back down here now. Only 13 seconds gone by on the 90 clock. Shoveled away to Dowdy, nowhere to go. Flips it away, gets it back to her teammate, and they've worked well together tonight. Ariana May. May now back to Dowdy as those two play with the rock back and forth. Get it back to May, trying to kind of work that top angle. Get past the defender, a little loose for a second. Brandon had to be ready for it. Almost caught her off guard a little bit that time for Ariel Brandon. And she records a save. It'll be her 8th of the night. Here comes William Peace. Maybe a chance to crack the scoring here tonight. Madison Bradley on the move. Bradley, head of steam. Madison Bradley still rolling. Bradley wants to dunk it home and just off, but that was a coast-to-coast try for Bradley. Just off, and Meredith controls. Waiting to see that tonight for Bradley, who enters the evening 22nd in the nation in goals per game. And that's throughout all Division III competition. And that was all Bradley last time. I want to see number 18 a lot this evening, and especially into quarters 3 and 4, if William Peace can win some more draw controls once we get to that third quarter. A give up from Spradley. Spradley got it away to Phillips. Now finding Flake. Flake gets it away. A little turnaround try that is just by Whitmer. Whitmer on the turn and burn effort. A little errant. 45 seconds and counting in the second as we work our way towards halftime, and William Peace looking to clear. Got to get it to Brandon to do that. Meredith hangs around down here and doesn't make it difficult. Makes it awfully difficult on William Peace to control it. They do now with Surratt. And Surratt bouncing with Dowdy. Shot clock resets now to 90 with just 11 seconds remaining in the second. And surrounded is Surratt. Not letting her go anywhere. And it'll take us to the end of the second quarter, and we've reached halftime. It's 18-0. Meredith over William Peace. A dominant effort through the first 30 minutes, and we've got intermission halftime thoughts on the other side. Take a look at some stats as well and get you a little bit more caught up on these two teams. That's coming up after this here on Big Sports TV.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling. United by purpose. Defined by the cause you fight for.
It's not about you! Work together, get over the hump!
No one can ever take away
You earned this, Marine.
what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
My name is Shanice Bennett. I am a risk analyst here at First Citizens Bank. I chose to work here at First Citizens because it's not a small bank, it's not the largest bank. It's the perfect size bank where I'm able to work closely with those that are the true decision makers here. I enjoy what I'm doing here at First Citizens as a risk analyst because it incorporates the coding that I learned in my master's program. It is a great opportunity for growth. The culture here is amazing. The people we work with, they are very helpful and patient. Everyone's able to come together with their different personalities and still complete the task at hand. For anyone interested in joining risk analytics, my advice to you would be come in with an open mind and the ability to bring additional ideas to the table. It's nice to see people's true personalities come out in a meeting. It makes you feel more welcomed.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
Get on top of it before they do. About every 30 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes about 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
We're back, and we welcome you back to halftime here from WPU Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina. Corey Hodges and company back here with you on Big Sports TV and getting you caught up if you missed the first 30 minutes with what transpired in quarters 1 and 2. And again, the biggest storyline of the night was number 1 in the USA South, Meredith, taking on the team picked to finish in the basement in the USA South. That's William Peace. And again, this was something that was acknowledged by head coach Tim Prisky for his William Peace team to know that it was a battle of first and last, and it may get a little bit lopsided as the expression goes. It has been here early on in favor big of Meredith, 18-0. Goals scored tonight, 1 for Muschiette, 2 for Whitmer, 3 for Phillips, and then 2 with 4 apiece. That's Olivia Verlinden and Ariana May. Additional goals scored, 2 for Maya Flake, 1 for Lauren Turner, and 1 for Spradley. So there's the goal scorer so far tonight for Meredith at goal. They haven't had to utilize Madeline Correll at all, really, because she has yet to really face a offensive threat on the other side for William Peace. Again, yet to score tonight, but it should be pointed out that Ariel Brandon has had a pretty solid night so far at goal with 9 total saves. She's given up the 18, but a save percentage not bad considering 18 goals given up of .333 for her save percentage, but 9 saves on the night for Brandon. It should be noted as well, and this is something that we'll touch on once we get to the third, is the fact that Meredith is getting close to setting a new goal-scoring record, 27 against Averett back in March of 2018. We'll see if that record goes tonight. More on the other side next here on Big Sports TV.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling. United by purpose. Defined by the cause you fight for.
Work together, get over the hump.
No one can ever take away
You earned this, Marine.
what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
My name is Shanice Bennett. I am a risk analyst here at First Citizens Bank. I chose to work here at First Citizens because it's not a small bank, it's not the largest bank. It's the perfect size bank where I'm able to work closely with those that are the true decision makers here. I enjoy what I'm doing here at First Citizens as a risk analyst because it incorporates the coding that I learned in my master's program. It is a great opportunity for growth. The culture here is amazing. The people we work with, they are very helpful and patient. Everyone's able to come together with their different personalities and still complete the task at hand. For anyone interested in joining risk analytics, my advice to you would be come in with an open mind and the ability to bring additional ideas to the table. It's nice to see people's true personalities come out in a meeting. It makes you feel more welcomed.
on top of it before they do. About every 30 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes about 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
We're back and ready for quarter number 3 here from Cary, North Carolina on this Wednesday. Corey Hodges and company back here with you in an 18-0 Meredith game. The Avenging Angels looking for not only the win tonight to bring them to 2-1 on the 2022 campaign, but also to break a couple of team records as well. We'll expunge more on that as we go throughout the third. Of course, we rolled through the litany list of goal scorers for Meredith during halftime. You saw Lauren Turner there with it last as Turner and the Meredith attack stopped. Again, the defending champions of the USA South, and picked first in the preseason poll and showing off why the Avenging Angels of Meredith, an all-women's college that has had some terrific athletes from that school and have been dominant, especially with lacrosse. That's the high-power sport for the Avenging Angels, is this women's lacrosse team. Now, how dominant have they been? Well, the Avenging Angels have won 7 consecutive USA South Tournament championships. And they've completed the last 5 regular seasons without dropping a conference contest. So that is impressive. And again, some of the numbers have been there tonight. And we'll go more back to the records that could fall, may fall here tonight. That'll be goal number 19 of the night for Meredith. And that'll make it 19-0 on the goal scored by Dowdy, as Jessica Dowdy able to get it past Brandon at goal. It's now 19-0 Meredith. And again, speaking about some of those total records and team records especially that may possibly fall, and this is something that we'll watch throughout these the final 13:25 of the third, and of course the full 15, as we'll have this running clock the rest of the way, save for a clock that'll stop with the whistles, as you see Dowdy there along with Lauren Turner working their way back to the center X. But the most goals ever scored by Meredith, 27, and they've done it 3 times against Averett, Methodist, and Roanoke on the road, coming in 2018, 2019, 2016 respectively. Those 27 goals against Averett, Methodist, and Roanoke. They are 8 away from tying that, 9 from setting a new school record. And of course the easy thing to say is that, well, 18 goals at the half, that means they're on pace for 36, and you could do the math that way and say that. But again, William Peace certainly will have a little bit of an inkling as well to try to stop Meredith and make sure that the Avenging Angels are not able to set a couple of new school records here tonight. As again, another draw control win for Meredith, and that's been a big part of it. Winning the control and then quickly getting back down on the other side. That one just tipped away. Good effort for Phillips. It's been rescued a number of times. It seems Meredith gets down there, even if they're not able to concrete, to get a concrete goal, they're able to get a second chance look at it. That time a hard attack by Olivia Verlinden causes the whistle to sound. Should be in for a free shot try here for Meredith if all stays correct. They'll give the goal. Goal was scored that time. I saw the stick check as well. Olivia Verlinden will get the goal. So they did count that one. That was close in there to Brandon. So give the goal to Verlinden. Again, that's the thing. It's kind of like balls and strikes in baseball, if you will. All you have to really do is look in lacrosse for the stick check. If someone's getting that stick check following the play, it means either a free shot was scored or a goal was scored. So that's number 20 tonight. Verlinden has it. She has 5 goals on the night. And again, now you look at individual records for this team. The most goals ever scored in one game, 9 by Carly Joseph. She did it twice, along with Katie Burnett and Lilia Cruz. Those numbers going all the way back in the case of Burnett to 2014, but 9 is the record for most individuals goals scored in a game for Meredith. So Verlinden is 4 away from that, but again, technically on pace with her 4 first half goals to get to that save 1 goal. So we'll see if an individual record can join some team records tonight. It could be a dizzying amount of different records to keep track of tonight. And we'll try to do our best there to document what could be a very historical night. Already has been, in a way, historical night for Meredith Women's Lacrosse, a vaunted program that is showing off just about everything in the arsenal here tonight. Everything they're capable of, they're showing it off here on this now very cold Wednesday evening. Good save that time by Brandon. The attack by Hutton. Brandon steering it away, and William Peace now will try to clear, but trouble for Ashby King. King from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, went to First Flight High School. Good to see someone from the coast playing for one of our teams here on Big Sports TV, and for Ashby King representing the Nighthawks. I think we're only about 10, 11 years apart in terms of graduation, but still, she's a Nighthawk, I'm a Nighthawk, so nice for Ashby King. 20-0 Meredith. Again, they've got records, possibly. They could fall. Here's May, gives it up. The turn and the goal, and that'll be 1 for Hutton, who does a little dance as well. Sophie Hutton with the goal, her first of the night, and she becomes another goal scorer this evening. We've had 2 new ones here in the third quarter. Dowdy got a goal, now Hutton gets a goal. It's 21-0. Meredith over William Peace. For Hutton, her first goal of 2022. Let's take a look at our first replay of the night as Hutton getting it past Ariel Brandon for the goal. 21 tonight, 6 and counting to tie the school record, 7 to break it for Meredith. 4 assists out there tonight for Maya Flake. In terms of how that stacks up in a game, Flake needs 3 assists to tie the team record, I should say individual record for a player with assists in a match. I mean, that was Carly Joseph, who did it against Huntington back in March of 2015. So again, we may even miss a couple tonight if we're not careful in terms of records tonight, but no doubt it'll be a busy write-up following this match for Meredith to document everything that may still transpire as we have the third quarter now about cut in half with 8 minutes even to play in the third. And again, back to our conversation with head coach Lauren Scott for Meredith and some more things that she talked about. It really depends on, and we mentioned this in the first half, depends on any given day. You know, they can go different players, relying really on all of their attackers to get the job done. They've done that so far here tonight. And when I asked her about Meredith, of course, she talked about, or William Peace, I should say, when I asked Lauren Scott about William Peace, and, you know, new coach, of course, with bringing in their coach, Tim Prisky, and she knows that this is a team in the form of William Peace that, you know, they're anticipating the chance to, that's grateful to play after cancellations and lost seasons, and they're just trying to get out here now and put some things together. So that's what also should be remembered and should be a constant reminder, is that this is still a very young William Peace team that is growing, getting better, and just taking advantage of opportunities to play and grow. And it's probably one of the reasons for the score on the board that is not necessarily indicative of some of the players that William Peace possesses. It's just Meredith is that good. They've been that good for so long, and you're seeing, again, just about everything put out there on display tonight. And of course, you know, they always talk about as well, by they, I mean, you know, people like us asking about keys to the game, keys to victory. Well, time of possession will be huge. You have to control and have the ball as often as possible, and control especially. Draw controls have been heavily in favor of Meredith here so far tonight. They've started it from that center X, and they've just gotten it back down to the doorstep of the goal. Just a hurry. They've wasted no time getting back down here to score, and they've done that pretty much from the opening face-off right at 7 o'clock as we're an hour and 12 in and looking for another goal, and Meredith got it. That time the goal scored by Maya Flake, as that will be Flake's third of the night. She'll join Kylie Phillips with 3 goals apiece. Flake has her third. Meredith has 22 and counting.
Number 15, Maya Flake.
Another look at Flake's third goal of the night, and watch her go up and down on the goal to blast it by Brandon. Really, if there's any area where there's been some guessing, is that goalie. You know, Madeline Harrell and now Mackenzie Bianchi, and talk about 2 goalkeepers who have been in for just an easy night of work. And that would, of course, be Harrell, and now Bianchi, who comes in here, and she'll play goalie for the rest of the third and all of the fourth. And it's an even split right now between these 2 players. And that's really the only area where there's a little bit of indecision for Meredith. Otherwise, they've got their top players in place. You can see how in sync they are just with not just the goal scoring tonight, but the assisting, the ability to get after ground balls. All that's been there to show off just the total expertise, the total teamwork, the total totality of this Meredith team. But again, the only area where there may be some concern for the Avenging Angels is at goalkeeper. And who will it be? Will it be Harrell? Will it be Bianchi? Their stats coming in indicating that it's been an even split so far on the season, and it has been. When you look at goalkeeper numbers, it's Meredith angling for their 23rd goal of the night, and they haven't, and that's Ariana May, who now has 5 goals. She'll join Olivia Verlinden with 5 apiece, and there's number 23 on the night. But again, if the offense isn't coming in for any type of trouble, how about the work at goalkeeper? And again, that'll be the decision to try to figure out who's going to have it. Speaking of goalkeeping work, you'll see Brandon stand her ground there, but able to get it past was May. 5 on the night, 23-0 Meredith. And there's the quarterback of this team, Ariana May, coming back. Number 26 there for Meredith. So I guess, in a way, kind of a good problem to have, as they say, is that your only real true decision is to figure out who's playing goalkeeper, who's going to hold that position and start every match and kind of be the one who has to be taken out and subbed in for, as opposed to the one subbing in from the bench. It's usually typically a situation, especially a goalkeeper, where you'll have one who will start, and that'll be kind of your ordained goalkeeper on the season. But Meredith, you could say woe is me in a way and kind of be joking about that. The only real issue they have is figuring out who their goalkeeper is going to be. They get another ground ball here, scoop it up and take it the other way for Linden. Whistle sounds, play continues for Linden. Shovels it away. There's a loose ball picked up for William Peace by Wortman. And Wortman, her 2nd ground ball of the night. And again, Madison Bradley. No one scored yet so far tonight for William Peace. And Bradley, one of the top 40 goal scorers in the country. Here she goes. Bradley in traffic, hits the turf. Got a triple team on her. It'll be ruled Meredith ball. And again, one Madison against an entire Meredith defense. That time 3 surrounding Madison Bradley. Again, the numbers are pretty dizzying for Bradley in terms of how she ranks on the season. Again, we mentioned earlier, actually top 25 in the nation in goals per game is Bradley. And again, her numbers just incredible coming into tonight for this William Peace team with 15 total goals. And you saw Bradley there, number 18 on the last time down. As you get a closer look on the run back there, that's for Linden, who has it in the net. For Linden, rocking 5 goals tonight as we go under 2 minutes to play in the third. But it's unfortunate that, at least tonight, granted, more matches to play, more broadcast on the horizon, it seems, here on Big Sports TV, of this William Peace team in action here at Wake Med. So we'll see, better outings from this team. We'll see better nights and even afternoons for Madison Bradley. But we've seen her 2 times tonight be on the attack, and she may still get a goal before this thing is over. But she just hasn't had the opportunity to add to what has been an outstanding start to her 2022 campaign, as Bradley has had at least 3 goals in every match so far this season and entered this cold Wednesday evening 6 goals in back-to-back matches against Guilford and Hollins. But that's William Peace. We just have not seen the green and white Pacers have a lot of opportunities here this evening to even get Bradley going. And that's a credit to Meredith. Meredith has controlled this match from the start as we go 50 seconds and counting here in the third. Clock continues to run. You see the referee there indicating that despite the whistle and the horn. Still 38 seconds left in the third. This will be Ariel Brandon's ball to control. And much like how the second quarter ended, William Peace will end the third, hopeful to keep control of the rock here with Surratt. Ironic that it goes back to Surratt again late in the quarter. It's been a common theme tonight as well. A struggle for William Peace at times just to clear the rock. They've had to, on a number of occasions, give it back to Ariel Brandon to try to see if she can start something from in front of the goal, and that's just not the ideal place to start your offense. Kind of backed up as we wrap up the third 15 minutes tonight, and it's 23-0 Meredith over William Peace. And records soon to fall once we get to quarter number 4, and that will be next as we jump away for our final quarter break tonight here on Big Sports TV from Cary.
Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was rated as the #1 auto insurer and the only A+ rated company in the nation per Crash Network's 2020 Insurer Report Card. When you have a claim, be sure to have A+ auto insurance from Farm Bureau. Helping you is what we do best.
So gonna get to clapping. Go pop it for a plan, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan, drop it for me. I'll rent a beach house in Miami. Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi. You got it if you want it. Got it if you want it. Said you got it if you want it. Take my wallet if
We're
you
back
want it.
and getting ready for quarter number 4. 23-0 Meredith over William Peace, as we're back here from Wake Med in Cary on this Wednesday night. Turned into a cold one tonight, but what hasn't been cold, the Meredith offense, again, chasing some records here tonight. In fact, we dipped under 50 degrees for the first time tonight, and unfortunately no real wind out there to speak of, but certainly the breath visible, as again, we're about a week and change, 2 weeks away here from the official start of spring 2022, and again, wouldn't quite know it tonight from the weather outside. But again, when you're running around as much as we've seen tonight there on the turf, kind of hard to get too cold. And again, this match played at a rapid pace, especially for Meredith. As again, we rejoin you for this final quarter of play here tonight. Corey Hodges and company here with you on Big Sports TV, and this is the quarter to discuss records. We'll try to do our best to keep track of those as they fall, as they are approached, and maybe fall into the back pages of the history book. This is a rare draw control win for William Peace. They've had their issues tonight at the Center X, but they win the first one to start the fourth. This is Ashby King, who loses it. King trying to get back to it, and as soon as we talk up the draw control win that time for William Peace, it's a turnover, and Meredith takes back over. Turnover number 21 of the night for William Peace. 11 turnovers for Meredith. .23 goals in hand. Back now on the other side. Spradley. May. Back to Hutton, who has a goal tonight. One of 5 different single goal scorers tonight. We'll have a scoring recap here in a moment to get you caught up on who scored a goal tonight for the Avenging Angels. Given away from Hutton. Behind the goal now, that's commonly referred to as the X, with 30 seconds on the shot clock, turning around, nowhere to go there for Overland. So Overland didn't know where to go there, backs it up. Now here's May. Ariana May has 5 goals on the night, gives it up there. 15 on the shot clock. This is really the smallest the clock has been so far tonight for Meredith. Credit William Peace to work this thing down to 6 seconds and counting. Could be in store for the first possible shot clock violation of the night. And there it is. Credit William Peace for standing tall, standing firm, and showing some grit and resolve that time. Nice little clap there from the sideline as well to acknowledge the William Peace defense as Brandon and the rest of her defenders work a full 90. But Meredith able to regain control. The shot clock reset, so they used up the full 90 and then able to get another look at it. And now the clock will run anew. So for the moment, stuck on the 23 goals. 11 goals in the first period, 7 in the second, 5 in the third, all for Meredith. Hustling after it for the Avenging Angels was Hutton. Shot clock resets now to a fresh 90 for William Peace, and finally an opportunity to look at Madison Bradley again. It's all Bradley. She's now into Meredith territory. Bradley, last 2 matches, 6 goals in each of them. So that's 12 combined goals in her last 2 games. And Bradley controls this offense like no one else for William Peace. But like everyone else for the Pacers tonight, has been held scoreless. 2 good opportunities so far tonight, though, for Bradley. And they'll credit her with 1 shot, another one for Langer, but only 2 total shots on the night. Here's Bradley, who stops and turns. And Bradley still angling, and a whistle and a foul there stops play. But again, you see her right there, number 18, Madison Bradley, who comes in 22nd in the nation in goals per game. Entering the night with her 15. And now Bradley will take it. Bradley stops, lost the ball out of the net, and Meredith will have it. Just been that kind of night. Even a player as grand as Madison Bradley has struggled against this Meredith defense. Over Linden. You wonder sometimes, though, how in tune the other team is to what Meredith has done so far here tonight. Certainly they'll want to keep goal number 28 from going on the board. That would be the new team total scoring record. And so far, through the first 4 minutes, 40 seconds, William Peace has been able to have one of the, really their best start defensively so far tonight. A scoreless 4th period. Spradley. May. Again, the clock goes to, right now, 30 seconds and counting. So 60 seconds gone out of that 90. And William Peace starting to piece it together here defensively. Spradley It's been a little bit interesting these last 2 times down to see what Meredith can do with the long-range offense here. I should say the long-form offense, as opposed to getting down after a draw control and being right at the front of the rim, being down in the crease only about 10-15 seconds after a draw control. 1 second on the shot clock. That's it. Shot clock expires again for Meredith as William Peace again making the Avenging Angels use up all 90 of it. As we go to 9-10 and counting, and there's Bradley to scoop it up, and she'll try to key the break here for the Pacers. Bradley still going. Long strides for Madison Bradley. And Bradley, the COD, the change of direction that time. Bradley stops. Loose. Bradley a little upset with herself there. She was trying to get it over to her teammate, and that was Kesley Hilton. Johnson has it back. Down to Gonzalez. And Bradley, who will look to at least score once tonight, to score in every match so far this season. Bradley on the attack, turns. Bradley gets double teamed. Meredith knows what's up there. Getting 2 on Bradley, loose taken away. Credit especially the defense that time of Cameron Mouchette. Now can Meredith take it back the other way and try for their 24th goal of the night. They're so close to setting a new record. You want to get rare opportunities like this. Of course, with the amount of success Meredith has had over the last 6-7 years, you get more opportunities than other teams, but still, the numbers out there. But look at William Peace. A better 4th quarter in terms of defense. Ariel Brandon, the last line of defense there to stop it. Brandon, again, this has been another little trouble spot tonight for William Peace, being able to get the save at the goal, to defend their goal, their cage, but then to find someone to outlet to. Meredith really made it tough on Brandon in particular, to where so often she hasn't been able to key it from in front of the goal. A lot of times you'll see it wrapped up and then sent the other way on a quick outlet, but instead, just like that, it takes longer. I mean, it took almost 30 seconds there for William Peace to finally get it going the other way. And again, that's the credit to Meredith's defense. Foul here will be on Overlinden. William Peace maintains possession. Out of the net of Autry, stick up, and that's an interception, lacrosse style, by Ariana May. Back now to Spradley. It's 6:30 and counting. It looks like at the overall record, the record may be safe. Maybe a couple individual records to fall here tonight, possibly, but I don't think we're going to have time with 6:15 remaining for, again, the big ones to fall. And what were those records that could have fallen here tonight? How about most goals in one game, 27. Right now looks like it'll be a slot maybe around tied for 10th all time with the 23 right now. A 24th goal would be a tie for 9th. 25 would be a tie for 8th. 26th a tie for 4th. But Meredith has struggled to score here in the 4th quarter, really for the first time tonight. Stuck on that 23 goal mark with 5:40 and counting, although there are some individual numbers to look at so far here tonight. We promised you a recap of some of the scoring thus far. Of course, we would do that at the end of our broadcast tonight, but more than likely due to some time constraints towards the end, may take us longer than normal to go through some of those total goals scored. So we'll do it here in a second, but first it'll be Spradley and Meredith to set it up and back it out of the net of Franny Razone. Now here's Kylie Phillips, who has 3 goals tonight. Phillips away to steal. 10 on the shot clock. A lot of time out of these shot clocks here in the 4th quarter for Meredith. They did not waste much time out of their shot clock throughout the first 3 quarters, but it has happened so far here in the 4th. There goes another 90. With 4:45 and counting. Scoring totals tonight, Olivia Verlinden has 5 goals. Ariana May has 5 goals. After them, Kylie Phillips has 3 goals. Maya Flake has 3 goals. 2 goals tonight for Tori Whitmer. A goal apiece for Bouchette, for Hutton, for Turner, for Spradley, and for Dowdy. Add them all up and you get 23 for Meredith, as they will win obviously convincingly here tonight to move to 2-1 as we roll through the final 4:10. Phillips angling for what would be her 4th goal of the night. She may try to get a dime out of it. Gave it away to Spradley. With 58 seconds on the shot clock. See assists tonight, 5 assists for Maya Flake. In terms of total points tonight, 8 total points for Maya Flake. Again, of course, they add those up. The points you get from an assist and the goal, that's how you get the point total. So in the case of Maya Flake, she has 3 goals and 5 assists. So points are points, whether it's a point for a goal or a point for an assist in the stat book. So that's 8 total points for Flake. That'll be a team lead unless something changes here late. 22 on the shot clock here for Meredith. Team total points tonight. With 4 on the shot clock. Another 90 seconds gone by. Something that head coach Tim Prisky and William Peace will certainly be happy about towards the end of this one, despite the 23-0 score for Meredith, for the fact that the Pacers really forced a lot of full 90 clocks here in the 4th. Total points tonight. Talk about some quick mental math. It's not actually tabulated on the live stats, but 34 total points tonight for this Meredith team. Not a point yet for William Peace. That's another blanking there, unfortunately for the Pacers, but Meredith able to blank there with 2 minutes gone by. There's another closer look there at Madison Bradley, again top 25 goal scorer in the country, but has yet to score here tonight. As you see the cars out there in the parking lot as well. Nice little crowd gathered in and all bundled up. But Bradley, of course, has a chance to still get a goal here tonight. But that one a little wayward. But mentioned the 34 total points. And again, we promised you a look at some records. We thought maybe some of these would fall, but things have slowed a little bit here. But the 34 total points will not even crack a tie for 8th all time for Meredith. So they'll come up short of the 47 points, which was a team total at Roanoke back in March of 2016. As Bradley, again, another hard fall to the turf, and she'll get back up. And again, hand on hip and a full evening of work for Madison Bradley, unfortunately with no goals to show for it. But she has she's put her talents on display out there. She just hasn't gotten a goal from them. But you can already see how big of a part of William Peace's offense she's been. She just will more than likely not have the goal to back it up tonight, which is unfortunate for her and for William Peace, but a credit in a big way to Meredith's defense. $11 total assists tonight for Meredith. All-time ranking. That will not crack even a tie for 9th or 10th. 43 total shots tonight. We just got the updated number. 43 total shots tonight. As here's Madison Bradley, who will have a chance with this free shot to get a goal. It would be her 16th of the season, and she has it. Finally, Madison Bradley able to keep her scoring streak started to begin 2022, and finally a chance for Madison Bradley to shine. as Bradley also secures her third
Scored by number 18,
three-point goal of the season. So that's her third three-point goal and her 16th overall this season for Madison Bradley. Again, a top 25 goal scorer, and it will not be a shutout here tonight for Meredith. And that's good to see for Bradley from, well, right here in the area, really. Raleigh, North Carolina, the junior, who transferred over here to Meredith and has just put on a display. Her stats will come back down to earth a little bit after this game here tonight, but again, you figured Bradley was going to get on the board before we hit triple zeros. You can almost put a monetary bet out on that, as Meredith again has firmly controlled draw controls, and like any team that's picked to finish first in a conference, they'll even argue the draw control here at the very end, and a yellow card will be issued to Meredith Dowdy. And again, that's a teammate right there. That's a fighter here with 30 seconds and counting. And Jessica Dowdy was irate at the center X face-off and felt like she won it for her team, and even up 23-1. That's the kind of grit right there, the ultimate determination all the way through for a full hour of total gameplay. That's the reason this Meredith team's won so many USA South championships. Never quitting, never satisfied, even when they're up 23-1. That's a team right there. All displayed by Dowdy, who picked up that yellow card, but that's a yellow card you probably can live with. And Meredith looks like they will ultimately control it to end the night, which is exactly what they wanted. They wanted that last ground ball to make sure they held it all the way to the finish, and it's a 23-1 final. Some of those total team records will not fall tonight, even though Meredith looked like they were on pace to do so, but they win it by 22 tonight. One of the more convincing wins that you'll see in women's lacrosse. A 22-goal effort, as again Meredith put 11 in the first, 7 in the second, 5 in the third. But give a lot of credit to William Peace. And there's been so much talk tonight about Meredith, and for good reason. But for William Peace, as we play 1 hour 39 minutes tonight, the Pacers held the Avenging Angels scoreless in the fourth, and it was the goal that kept the scoring streak started this season for Madison Bradley, as she was able to avoid finishing the night with a no goal scored, and William Peace avoided the shutout themselves. So it's a 23-1 final, as you see head coach Tim Prisky and his team there in the huddle with the sticks raised high. Lauren Scott and her team, Meredith, will celebrate a 22-goal win. And as again, here it is. I know in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like a lot, but it should be noted that, of course, that one right there continues the scoring start this season, as Madison Bradley has scored in every match played so far this season for William Peace. That was her 16th goal of the season, and it probably will have her, she'll drop a little bit overall in the NCAA stats in terms of goals per game, but she does get on the board and is not shut out, nor are the Pacers. But it's a 23-1 win for Meredith as they move to 2-1. The Pacers fall to 1-3, and that's it on a Wednesday night here from Cary, North Carolina for the entire team. Everyone bundling up here, cold here tonight. Our great camera operators and giving us some great shots. Looking forward to more. These angles were great. Beautiful sights on this Wednesday for a beautiful game. For Jay Bell, always here, always a friend, and always ready to put on a great show. And this entire team, I'm Corey Hodges. We'll say goodnight on this Wednesday. Stay warm wherever you may be from. Spring's right around the corner. And that's it. Corey Hodges saying goodnight for everyone else here on Big Sports TV from Cary, where Meredith wins over William Peace 23-1. Good night, stay warm, be good. We'll talk to you soon.